Welcome everyone to my Voldis solo mode guide. So today I will show you gate 1 to 3 of Voldis. So for the starters, the solo mode buff, you can use run for most of the solo mode dungeons. If you need survivability, magic wall is okay. And for gate 3, stagger is pretty good if you want that. Otherwise, pretty much it. Usually I just keep run, so it's a bit more closer to the real raid. For battle items, you can take dark or flame grenade. If you have a flame skill, don't necessarily need it, but it's always useful to get. Otherwise, it's pretty much potion, atro, if you plan to use it, and that's it. Gate 1, fairly easy boss. This one you wanna stay next to her. That's the safest spot. This one you wanna get away. This one, when she spin like that, she's gonna follow somebody. Just try to dodge it. If you play in party play, try not to go too far so the other people can DPS with the support shield or something. This vine, if she misses the first one, she will do a second one, so be careful. They hurt a lot and is one big cause of death for this gate. Some attack, you have to dodge, and it's not too complicated. Whenever she teleports in the middle, there's a couple things she can do. Since she's close to mech, she's gonna do a little amount of green and purple balls. And then, if she's not close to mech, she can do a big ring that you just need to stay next to her in the middle, and that's it. Alright, I'm gonna push her a little bit. So mech, you wanna catch 3 green orbs like that. That way you get a lot of stagger bonus. If you get 3 of the purple one, you get stunned and need to be freed by your friend. And you stagger. You want to make sure to dodge those yellow line as much as you can. The safest spot is usually around the boss, and try to just rotate around her. It's the safest way. Otherwise, there's not much to this fight. Every time she hop back like that, you want to just not be in front of her. If she do a little hop like that, sometimes she's gonna do a donut after, so you wanna wait till she lands and then get close to her. This one, she look at you and then look away. So you always wanna stand in front or in the back of her. Gonna jump and then go back. No donut was done. So this is what I mean. She teleported in the middle. You just want to stay next to her. She does it again. Whenever you have a target like that, if you go too close to a plant, they're gonna do a projectile on the floor that follows you. And if you touch it, there's a yellow circle. Just walk out of it. Otherwise, the plant grabs you. And also that mech with the plant, you will need to do it for this mech in a second. So let's just push her. That's a counter. Usually, if you have debuff skills, you can see straight away which one is the real one. Because in example, this shield debuff she gets on her head is the only one that keeps it. So that's the mech. Just dodge. Do not attack the boss. or you will instantly delete your character. So you see I have a target, you want to run around, see where there's a gold ball. So there's one over here. Go close to a plant and make sure the yellow circle explodes on the gold ball. So after that, just auto attack like 2-3 times. Pink orbs. And then break another orb. If you fail to break them, it's not the end of the world. They will just explode, and if you touch the AoE, you get asleep. And then I kinda didn't really check, but you throw a flame grenade whenever she whenever her debuff changes. So now she's gonna be enraged. So yeah, you want to throw a flame grenade. That's where you want to throw a flame, where she's gonna have a debuff change color, and then you can throw it, and she won't go into enrage mode like this. Enrage mode basically makes just use this. If you fail the counter, just run away. But yeah, these plants are invulnerable if you fail it. But I'm sure you guys are the best. That's it for Gate 1. Gate 2 is probably the one people have a hardest time for it. But once you know how to do the shackles, it's fairly not bad. It's still a little bit cancerous, but it's not too bad. There we go. After cleaning ads, you go to this spot, and then you grab some of the new battle item. Drop it here. You want dark and destruction. The destruction phase in this boss is very important, so you don't get wiped. The boss is going to have some buffs on him, and if you get 5 of them, you wipe. So right when you get pushed back, that's when you throw the shackles, and then this will 100% land on the boss without him escaping. Just dodge the attack, and then this is a stagger check. And then after that, you wanna dodge his attack. These red balls make you super strong, so you wanna grab them. But if you get hit like that, your HP is gonna drop to about 15%-ish. And then you're gonna drop some red balls. If you grab back the red ball, you're gonna regenerate your HP again. So it's not that bad. If the red ball that gives you a big buff touch the boss, it's gonna heal him. So mech at 90 bar. I pushed him a little bit too much. Usually you want to maybe I could restart just to show you how it is. I do too much on the damage on the stagger mech. So I'll show you again. Right when you get pushed back from this, you throw a shackle on the boss, and then that's it. 100% success rate. And then stagger number 1. Wanna stand. Usually the safest spot for this boss is where the shackle is visually. This one you run and then stay next to him or in the back. That is stagger number 2. You want to make sure to succeed it. So stagger number 3 is impossible unless you really have like the God tier team for that, but you don't really need to do it. So on the third stagger, this is where it will be important to do the shackle properly. So he does that. He's trying to remove the shackle. Gonna grab the orb and then get in the back. He's going to do a counter. We'll dodge a little bit. Gonna go like that. Counter. And then there's a stagger. And right when you complete the stagger, this is when you wanna throw the shackle at this almost very same time. That way, it's 100%. Usually in group play, there's 2 people that throw it. So now I'm alone to do it. But this is the exact timing you want to do it. So now I'm going to proc the destruction. So in group play, 2 people throw it on the counter. And then it proc the destruction. And once you do it, the boss has no more stacks. So you guarantee that you have more time without a force wipe. Here you want to keep your counter up. One person in group play stay next to the boss, get 2 eyes. But in solo mode, you just need to get to this and do a counter. And that's it. There's 2 people that's going to have a counter, and the other one has a dragon with a clone like this. And basically the 2 that did the counter need to go kill the dragon that has the cone on the edge of the map, not the middle one. Alright, so you get out. There's a couple of ways to do shackle at this point. A little bit hard. Alright, dodge this. He might jump, counter. And then right when you do counter, that's when you throw shackle. Usually it succeeds. And then when he gets up, bam, free shackle. And then it's the very same thing as the start of the fight. Stagger, and then he's gonna stay in place for most of it. But now I will just push him, because the fight is the same thing over and over. He has some special attack, just make sure to do them dodge. And yeah, this boss is a lot of seeing his regular pattern and dodging them properly. After 11, wanna go to this side. Usually you wanna click once, because if you hold it and the camera pans out, your character's gonna walk back to the center. This one you wanna get to the boss, dodge the red balls. You can wait a little bit, find an entrance, spacebar in, and then stagger the boss. And get out in the middle. And this is where you spam your shackle on yourself in the middle. Then you wait for the boss to jump, and then guarantee 100% shackle. Usually when you're in group play, everybody throws shackle, so you do the destruction make already. So here I'm gonna just throw another shackle to proc the destruction mech. Whenever you destroy his armor, he's gonna stay in the middle forever, and you do not need to shackle anymore. So that's pretty much it. The boss is going to get stacks over time. He do damage, but take more damage. So eventually you can just one-shot him, but he can also one-shot you. So you have to be careful. But if you're good enough, you can just wait for fun and do big number on this boss. Whenever you flame breath like that, you don't want to follow him straight away, because he's gonna do a big line. So this one is gonna throw fire. Same thing, the line. If you go in the front, right, So he did left, right paw. So the left paw is gonna scratch back. So you don't want to be where the left paw is. Fire, don't follow him too much. So right, left, he's gonna do this paw. So just be careful. If you're in the back, you can always like go on the other side. Like opposite side. Tail swipe. Left, right, so left is gonna be where the attack is. Usually it does a few more attacks. Technically, if you stand close to him, he tries to bite you. If he bites you, that's a lot of damage. Like that. He goes a bit backward and then lunge forward, that's the bite. And yeah. That's it for gate 2. Sometimes he can be a little bit spicy and do some weird ass attack, but it's super rare. If you do things properly, you won't see them at all. Alright, gate 3. Party play, you want whirlwind, you want maybe time stop and destruction grenade. This boss, if you do the things properly, is very easy. He also has a lot of follow-up. Whenever it's big like that, that's a counter pattern. So you want everybody to stack. Because this one you want to do. But it's super easy to see because the cone does almost the whole map. When it's like that, you stay on the edge. When the circle disappears, you go out a little bit and then go back in. That's another counter pattern. I'm gonna push him a little bit. First mech, 160 bar. Whenever you charge like that, you wanna not be in the front. And then, if you see the big yellow cone, you wanna be on this side, where the mirror is. Otherwise, it can also one-shot you, so you have to be careful for that. Mech number 1, break the mirror. So dodge 1, dodge 2, and then aim a cone towards the mirror. Dodge. Then go to the next one. Wait till the yellow break, and then aim it. And that's it. 1, 2, and then aim it at the mirror. And that's it. Now stagger. And then people usually throw a whirlwind at this one, and then they go stagger this one. But it's really up to you. I do the run, I try to just DPS a lot and make it quick. I don't break any mirror, but if you want more safe spots, it's better to break them, because now this side is not broken anymore. So counter this one. So this side is not broken anymore. This side is broken. So if usually people do the south ones, so you can fight on the south side and be much more safer. Don't stand in the front. I did stand in the front. That's what it looks like when you get hit. There's a couple patterns he does not do when you're in solo mode and group play. Oh, I cannot do that. If you get hit by this like that, he's gonna do a follow-up yellow attack. So make sure to either be next to him or away from the red circle. This one, just break the orb before it reaches this portal. And that's it. If you are on top or the bottom of it, it reflect damage. So you want to attack left or right of the orb. Next mech, 112. You want to keep your counter as much as you can. So every time his sword pierces the entirety of the mirror, this is where you go counter it. So in solo mode, you only pierce 2. So I broke the second one. I go back to the location of the first one and counter it again. Each person in group play get 2 mirrors. So if you're player 1, you want to get the first 2. Player 2, you want to get the third and fourth, and so on. And just focus on the 2 mirror that you have. If the boss sword does not go through the mirror, that's a fake one. You don't pay attention to it. That's a counter. Next mech, 160. Usually for this mech, in group play, people will go ×3 and throw a destruction grenade. But in solo mode, I think it's only go south. So just have to stand here. So at 60 bar goes in the middle. Whenever this has a target, destruction bomb on it. And then when it explodes and you get stagger bonus, you do the stagger. And then you want a destruction, the sword. And then that's it. You want to dodge 3. So 1, 2. The third one, you can stay in front of the boss. It won't hit you. The boss will grab you first. And then kill the guardian within the time frame. Oh well. You see this these little spikes on the floor? This represent the time you have left. So if it goes over here, south, you wipe. And that's it. So after that, mech, when you're in group play, one person is assigned to be grabbed, but in solo mode you want to get grabbed either way, kind of. And then people do stagger. And that's it. Technically in solo play you don't have to get grabbed, but I'm just showing. Usually the grab is gonna be in this direction. At 40 bar is gonna teleport in the middle. You can ignore the mirrors. That's the free damage part of the fight. I would try not to kill him yet. Oh well. Basically, after 40 bar, every time you do a few pattern, you do the boss does an undodgeable damage wave. So it's basically a DPS race before you run out of potion. So you want to make sure to just kill him as fast as possible. And that's it for Voldis. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. I will maybe do my next reset. We'll see. Have a good one.